guys, this is Jesse. I'm trying out a new type of video. I'm doing a whisper video because I've never done anything like that before. I've been watching whisper videos for a very long time and I've always enjoyed them, but I've never tried it myself, so I'm trying something new. So if you guys like this, let me know. Rate, comment, subscribe, all that crap. So I just thought it would be fun to start with just like a fun little thing, like a questionnaire, survey kind of thing, just about facts about myself, It's a little egotistical, but, it's something simple that I can talk about and not feel like I'm going off the rails or rambling, so, basically, I'll just read off the questions and answer them. Alright, personal details, nicknames. I've never really had any nicknames in my life. When I was really, really little, my parents used to call me Jessaroo, and that name actually followed me around for a really long time, to the point where, back when AOL was really big, that was my AOL screen name, was Jessaroo. And I don't know what I was thinking, because it's a really, really stupid name, but that's the only nickname I've ever really had. Where do you live? The U.S., obviously, as evidenced by my accent. What's your age? 20. I'm 21 in March, though, so yay. Hair color, I guess dark blonde. It used to be really light blonde, though, like wheat, but now it's gotten darker as I've gotten older, so. Eye color, I used to think it was like green or blue, but if you look really, really close, it's like a forest green with a little bit of gray. It's kind of an interesting color. Height, I'm about 5'10". I wish I was taller, but 5'10". I mean, 5'10's like the average, right? So I'm average. Shoe size, 9.5. That's American, 9.5. Date of birth, March 25th, 1992. What's your star sign? I'm an Aries, but, I mean, I don't really believe in any of that stuff, so that doesn't really matter to me. I mean, it's interesting, but I don't subscribe to it myself. How many siblings? I have one brother, one sister, and right now we have a couple cousins staying with us right now. Or I have a cousin and my aunt staying with us right now. How many pets? So I have a lot. We have 4 dogs, and we have 4 dogs and 2 cats, but the 2 cats are just cats that live inside. We have about maybe 3 more cats that live outside, so we've got about 5 cats in all. My family's really big on pets. Obsessions, so I guess just things that I really like. I love horror movies, anything horror. It's actually kind of interesting because I'm a horror fan, but I hate, most of the things coming out now that are horror, horror movies and things, so it's kind of funny, but I love horror. I love the safety of being scared from reading something or watching something, and I love the imagination that comes with horror and science fiction and fantasy. I love to read, I love to write, I love film, that is my one, literal obsession. I'm literally obsessed with film. I love film. I watch films all the time. I've seen over 400 movies. It's my passion, Bad habits. Oh, God. Laziness. I kind of tend to let myself be a doormat sometimes. I let people walk all over me because I'm very shy and a little bit cowardly. I'm just very cowardly in general, and that leads to a lot of problems in my life, but, phobias. I'm terrified of spiders. Terrified. I cannot even look at pictures of spiders, and, once when I was in England, I was in, my boyfriend's apartment, and there was a spider about this big on the floor, and I was so fucking frightened that I had to, grab a piece of something to, throw it onto the floor to try and kill it. because I didn't even want to put my feet on the ground. It frightened me so bad. There are other little things that frighten me, you know, like I think animatronics are really cool, and like wax figures and stuff. But if I go to museums where they have like animatronic figures, like animatronic dinosaurs or whatever, they freak me out. I don't know why, but let's see, what makes me happy? Just doing things that make me feel. Whenever I accomplish something, you know, like if I write a lot and I get a lot of work done, you know, that makes me feel good because I feel like I'm contributing something to the planet, you know. But also just being around my friends and just having fun, you know, just having a good time, not worrying about things, you know, stuff like that. It makes me feel really good whenever I do nice things for people, and I don't expect to be paid back, you know. It makes me feel good that I've done a good deed, and unfortunately I don't do enough of those, I think. What really irritates you? Oh god, a lot of things, but the main thing that irritates me, I think, about people, I just hate egotistical people, you know, people who are smug, people who think they're just better than everybody else. I've had a lot of former friends that were like that, and that's like the one personality type that I can't stand. I hate people like that. Let's see, who's your best friend? My best friend is Colby. I've known him since 6th grade. I've known him for about almost 10 years now. We've been like thick as thieves since then. You know, I see him almost every day. We're always hanging out. I can talk about him with anything. We have the same interests. I mean, we're basically in a relationship without, you know, being in a relationship. So we're very close. Ever broken a bone? Nope. Never broken a bone. Not yet. I broke the tip of my ring finger once after I slammed it in a door, but I've never actually, you know, broken a bone or anything like that. What was the last CD you bought? I think it might have been The Suburbs by Arcade Fire. Also, Kanye West's Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. I'm like not really current with music. Like I listen to music a lot, but I don't go out and buy CDs a lot, you know. So a lot of the CDs I own are from a couple years back. So let's see, what was the last book you read? The last book I read cover to cover was actually an anthology of gay pulp fiction, like from the 50s and 60s and stuff, and it was interesting, but it wasn't really all that great. But I have a review of it on Goodreads. I might link to it or something. What was the last thing I ate? The last thing I ate was chicken strips. No. I had fish tacos from Metalburrows. They were good. What was the last thing I drank? Horchata. It's like a cinnamon rice drink that I also got from Metalburrows. It's delicious. What are your future goals? The main thing that I've always wanted to do in my life, two main things that I've always wanted to do in my life. I want to become a filmmaker and I want to become a writer. Those are like the only, aside from friends and family and all that stuff, those are really the only things that I care about, you know, and that I really want to achieve. Working on it. Describe your bedroom. You guys can just look at it. Nothing that special. Favorite thing to do on a hot summer day? Just go swimming, I guess, you know. Go swimming or stay inside and turn the AC on and watch TV. Really, honestly, that's probably what I would do. Favorite thing to do on a snowy winter's day? Well, it doesn't snow in California, but favorite thing to do when it's cold? Stay inside with the heat on and watch TV or movies. Honestly. Let's see. If you could go back in time to see or change something, when would it be and what would you do? I don't know if I'd really want to change anything because, the butterfly effect and all that stuff, But I think it would be fascinating to be an observer of, like, big historical events, like, to see, I don't know, somebody like Alexander the Great or something like that, or like go back in time to, like, the early days of filmmaking and just witness, all of the stuff that was going on then, but I don't think I'd go back and change anything. What's the first thing you think about when you wake up? Probably, what time is it? Have you ever been in love? I think I'm in love right now, at least I hope so. Do you believe in the afterlife? No. I love mythology, though, and religion and stuff like that, so beliefs in the afterlife I find interesting, but I don't believe in the afterlife. Would you ever consider having plastic surgery? No. What's the point, Any hidden talents? I don't know about hidden. I don't really hide talents, but and I'm not even sure if this is a talent, but I know a lot about movies, like movie trivia. Like ask me something and I'll tell you about it. Like whenever I'm out with friends, and they're always like, "Oh, what was that movie with this guy where this happened?" I go, "Oh, it's this," almost immediately, and they're like, "Oh, wow, that's really impressive." So I'm proud of that in my own little way. Last job, I was a cashier at Walmart, and it fucking sucked, and I stayed there for 2 months, and then I quit just because I couldn't stand it. Like, I felt sick going in there every day, and I was just awful feelings, so I quit. Dream job. Well, I kind of said I would be a filmmaker or a writer. Okay, favorites. Favorite color? Green, definitely. Green and blue, and I love colors, but green is probably my all-time favorite. Favorite number? For some reason, I'm really fond of numbers that end in, like I'm fond of, like, double-digit numbers, like 66, 77, but there's also, like, other numbers, like 84 or 83, or, like, or I like round numbers, like 20 or 30, I don't know. Favorite animal? I love wolves. I love lizards. Lizards are awesome, like reptiles. Just any animals that are, like, very strange and interesting. I really like them, like, I was watching a video of a bearded dragon, and they're so cool. I would love one of those. I love rodents a lot, too. Favorite sports? I hate sports. Don't watch them, don't play them, don't get them, don't understand them. Favorite TV shows? I actually don't watch a lot of TV. Like I like TV, but there's not a lot of it that's good. But the shows that I'm currently watching right now are Doctor Who and Face Off. But some of my favorite shows that aren't on anymore would be Good Eats, Monty Python, stuff like that. Favorite movies? A lot. I like a lot of movies. I like horror, mostly. Horror and fantasy and sci-fi and all that stuff. I mean, I could sit here and list, like, a bunch of my favorites, but we'd be here all day, so I don't want to go through that. Favorite band? I like all kinds of bands right now, or all kinds of bands, period, but, right now I've been listening to, Ludacris. I like hip-hop. I've been listening to Ludacris, but I also like a lot of, like, soul, funk, rock, classical. I like a lot of that stuff. Today I was also listening to James Brown. I love James Brown. Stuff like that. Favorite song? I don't know. Today I was listening to a song that I really like by James Brown called The Payback. It was used in the trailer for Django Unchained, and it's great. It's real funky, and, I love stuff like that. Favorite board game? I don't play a lot of board games. Board games I had like two of my really good friends with me last time I played Monopoly, and it was crazy fun. We had a great time because we were all like backstabbing each other and stuff. It was great. Favorite video games? Well, recently I've been playing Skyrim, Saints Row the Third. I played a little bit of Darksiders 2, and I liked that a lot. I also really like Grand Theft Auto 4, and one of my favorite video games of all time is probably Ocarina of Time. I know a lot of people say that, but that's one of my favorites. Favorite food? Anything. I mean, I love fried food, especially though fried chicken, all that stuff. I love that. Favorite drink? Probably Mountain Dew, but I like juice and stuff like that a lot. Let's see. I'm running on 16 minutes, so I should probably stop right now. Favorite country? I haven't been to a lot of countries, but one place that I've always been interested in is the Eastern Europe. Like Russia and the Czech Republic and all that stuff. I would love to visit. But yeah, alright. I'm running on 16 minutes, so I'll stop now. If you guys want more, let me know. I might do a second part of this, because I like doing this. So, see you guys later. Bye.